Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Some few weeks ago, that's in 2023, I highlighted some of the amazing cheap places you can travel to on a low budget. That's the part 1 of the video. So I'm bringing to you the part 2. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, comment and share my videos. Stay tuned for this video. Thank you. Laos, that's the face on the list. So Laos is one of the cheap, amazing places you can travel to on a low budget. So when you think of Laos, just think of Thailand, but without him, mass tourism. So Laos is sparsely populated. It has more of mountainous and has nearly 70% of forest coverage, making it a paradise for outdoor activities like trekking, climbing, kayaking, zip lining, and hot air balloon, all at low budget. So when you want to travel to a friendly, low budget country, just consider Laos. So thanks to improved infrastructures in Laos, so Laos has become more accessible in recent years while retaining its low-key rural vibe. That makes it now the perfect time to travel to Laos. So if you want to travel to Laos, this is the perfect time for you to travel to Laos. If you want to, if you're craving for authenticity, just go to Laos. Skip Thai beaches and go to Laos. You won't regret it, I'm telling you. Don't miss sleeping in the tree hut and ziplining through the jungle canopy at Laos. So Laos is also a beautiful country. Sleeping in a jungle canopy. Just look at this jungle canopy. It's so fine. Definitely it's something you should consider. So this is the backpacker. India is also an amazing place to travel to on a low budget. Though it's known as a place of poverty, but Indian economy is booming right away. So if you are considering a place to travel to, you might consider India as well. So even though places in India differs, like if you want to spend a night in Mumbai, it can cost you like $60 per night, while in the desert it can cost you like $5 per night. So due to cares and patience needed in India, you might not consider it as the first overseas country to travel to, but there are some amazing places you can travel to in India and enjoy your vacation. So just consider India as well. So India backpacker can varies from $15 to $20 per night, and also the mid-range. The next on my list here is Indonesia. So as you can see, it's like Indonesia is one of the amazing cheap countries you can travel to for your vacation. While it already has been a budget-friendly country, an advantageous exchange rate with Western currency makes Indonesia a particularly good choice for traveling. Bali has always been the clear favorite island, though it's increasingly seen as over-touristed. Like it's very over-touristed because people really like Bali in Indonesia. Luckily, Indonesia archipelago is wider than the United States and Bali just a tiny speck. So there is much more to discover. Consider Bali neighboring island of Lombok and Java, the spectacular Komodo Island and roller floors, or go further into Sumatra West Nusa Tenggara or Sulawesi, from white sand beaches to jungles and savanna, and from blue flame spewing volcanoes to remote rainforests, where you can meet orangutans in the wild Indonesia in a budget traveling dreams. So Indonesia, it has a backpacker per night, a backpacker per night can be like $30, and then mid-range budget is around $50. So as you can see in the pictures, you will have fun in Indonesia, and you'll be able to visit and see a lot of jungles with orangutans. As you can see in the picture, orangutans. Yeah, so that's it. Bolivia is also an amazing place to consider for your vacation. Like, it's very cheap. Landlocked Bolivia is often overlooked in favor of other destinations with beaches, but this mountainous country has so much to offer. It also the continent ultimate budget destination where you can easily get by on $20 per night. Bolivia has some of the continent's most amazing sites, such as the world's highest lake Titicaca and the jaw-dropping and otherworldly salt flat of Salar de Uyuni. With its remote feel and sense of adventure, it's one of the favorite place to visit. So Bolivia, normally it doesn't have a direct flight every time, but the country is combined with the neighboring country like Peru, so where the capital Lima is well connected. So this is the backpacker. The next on the list here is Philippines. The best beaches in the Southeast Asia, you find it in Philippines. If you ask me, with over 7,000 tropical islands in Philippines, is the best place to go. Besides having a odors of unspoiled coastline, it's also a cultural fascinating place with a mix of Asian and Spanish colonial influence. You will also find spectacular rice terraces in the north and incredible nature with jungle and volcanic treks. So for a stunning beaches and island focused holidays, consider 1 or 2 week trip to the island of Palawan, and they have a very nice culture, as you can see in the picture. So this is also the backpacker. Next here is Cuba. Cuba is one of the amazing places you can travel to. Cuba is a quite an easy, friendly wallet when using the huge network of family-run casas particulars, kind of Cuba version of Airbnb, offering affordable and charming local accommodation. So with one of the typical signs of globalization, vintage cars are still driving through the streets, not to mention all the sun, rum and salsa. Spending some time in the Cuba is guaranteed to be unique. So this is also the backpacker. The next here on the list is Baltic States. Often overlooked, tucked between the Nordic countries and Russia, you'll find the 3 small Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Why go? Just think Scandinavia or a budget, like friendly budget. Squint your eyes and the Baltics may well remind you of Finland with its many woodlands, pig bogs, lakes, and log cabins painted in deep red. The people are similarly fond of cross-country skiing, saunas, and vodka. One key difference is that the cost of just a third of what you might find in Nordics. Tallinn, small tourist center, can be a bit pricier, but the country as a whole is very inexpensive. Great meals can be found under €7. Hotels also from 30 to €40 per night. So Baltic states are an amazing state, amazing countries you can visit. Either you go to Lithuania or you go to Estonia or Latvia. Yeah, this is the backpacker. The next one is Guatemala. Guatemala is in Central America. Costa Rica tends to get the most attention as a tourist destination thanks to its abundant wildlife and highly developed ecotourism. But if you ask me, Guatemala deserves strong consideration as well, So it may not be quite as developed though. Its landscape have a wow factor. Few countries can match, like as you can see in the pictures here. Hidden in its northern jungle are the Mayan temples of Tikal, a stunning sight especially at sunrise. Equally breathtaking is the highland lake of Attilan in the south. rich by volcano and quaint villages, where the pace of life is delightful slow. And don't miss Simok Champi, a great place to explore river caves by candlelight and swim through cascading pools in the jungle. And the best parts are the best part when you want to travel is around it's around like $25 per night, as you can see. The next one is Morocco. Morocco is just a stone throw from Europe and quite cheap to travel. That is if you manage to stay clear of the pushy salesmen trying to sell you overpriced rocks and trinkets. If you only go and organize tours, you may find Morocco to be quite average priced, but expenses drop considerable when traveling independently. For great value accommodation with a bit of luxury, consider staying in some of the iconic riads, traditional hotels with garden courtyard, offering a pleasant relief from the buzzing city street. They say the Sahara has made grains of sand than there are stars in the universe, which is a wonderful idea to contemplate while you are camping under a clear Milky Way sky in the middle of Moroccan desert. So as you can see, Morocco is also one of the amazing countries to consider to travel to. So this is the backpacker. The next country is Republic of Georgia. Georgia is a fascinating destination that's right on the edge of Asia and Europe. It's super cheap, sometimes even rivaling the low cost of countries in South or Southeast Asia. It's currently dealing with an influx of Russian immigrants fleeing conscription, which has put tourism on a low boil, but it remains a wonderful destination to visit. In its eccentric capital, crumbled facade of traditional wooden Georgian houses, as you can see, wooden Georgian houses stand next to Soviet-era architecture and daring contemporary design. So, if you consider to travel, just consider Georgia as well. So, this is the backpacker. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.